Hello, this is Angela Lin, and today we'll be exploring a range of artworks from ancient Greek culture, and these pieces will give us insight into the values and beliefs that were important to the Greeks. The first artwork is from the Archaic period, the Ajax and Achilles playing a game. This piece is both a functional storage yard and a storytelling artwork. Its audience is those who appreciate mythology. As Ajax and Achilles are well-known figures in Greek myths, the jar shows a scene from the Trojan War, with the two warriors playing a game of dice, and the irony is that despite their strength and heroism, both are fated to die tragically in battle. And this may reflect a deeper theme that heroes, no matter how powerful they are actually controlled by fate. The artist Exekias is known for his skill, and this artwork features intricate patterns and symmetrical beauty while telling a story. The next artwork we have is the bull leaping. It is made during the late Minoan period. This painting shows a special and dangerous sport for the Mianos. The artwork is made for the elite class of the Mianos and also for those who value bravery and strength. It shows the close relationship the Mianos had with animals and how important bravery and strength were to their culture. The painting shows a man and two women leaping over a bull. One woman is holding the bull's horn and the other catching the men in midair. Now what's really interesting is that the men are shown with darker skin in here and the women with lighter skin, which might reflect their views on gender. And similar to bull leaping, the octopus flask was also created during the late Minoan period. This piece was made for functional use like to store liquids, and it also celebrates the Cretan culture. The flask design symbolizes the island's strength and its close connection to the sea. The audience for the octopus flask would have been wealthy Mianos, and the artwork reflects the Mianos' love of the sea and the marine life around them. The octopus is the main feature of the design, representing the island's power. Next, we have the Lion Gate. It is created during the Mycenaean period. This gate serves as a main entrance to the citadel of Mycenae. The lion imagery on the gate is a symbol of power and authority. The two lions, which are nearly 9 feet tall, stand proudly on top of the entrance. The lion heads are made of precious materials like bronze or gold, making them even more impressive. This artwork are made for the Mycenaean society and also for foreign visitors who came to embrace this amazing architecture. The gate reflects the Mycenaeans' focus on security and power. So now that we've gained some insight into the earlier arts that focus on animals and symbols of power, let's move on to see a new set of artworks that focus on human figures instead. Starting with a famous example of Greek sculpture, the Riache warrior, created during the early classical period. This statue was made to honor warriors and to celebrate military victories, which were highly valued in ancient Greece. It is displayed in public spaces for Greek citizens to admire. It's a symbol of strength and idealized masculinity form. The statue stands 6 feet 9 inches tall and is made of bronze, featuring detailed muscles, and the figure's glass eyes gave it a lifelike appearance. And although the artist is unknown, the skill of this artwork demonstrated the advanced techniques of Greek sculptors. Next, we have the Critios boy, and unlike the Riache warrior, which shows a strong, mature man, the Critios boy represents a young athlete or an idealized youth. Created during the classical period and is also displayed publicly for Greek citizens. What's notable is that the Critios boy is an example of the shift in Greek sculpture. It moves away from the stiff, rigid form of earlier statues and introduces a more lifelike and natural pose. Standing about 3 feet 10 inches tall, the statue has soft body forms and a relaxed stance. And although exact artist is unknown, it is attributed to Critios, a sculptor known for making the human figure look more realistic. And now that we've seen some idealized male sculptures, let's look at a famous female sculpture from the Hellenistic period, the Aphrodite of Melos. The statue was made to celebrate the goddess Aphrodite, who is the goddess of love and beauty. The Aphrodite of Melos was made for Greek art lovers and worshippers, and it is displayed in public spaces just like any other artworks. The statue stands tall and graceful with a gentle expression. Her body is slightly twisted, and her clothing seems to be slipping off, which adding a sense of movement and sensuality. The artist Alexandro created this masterpiece to reflect the Hellenistic period's interest in capturing beauty, emotion, and naturalism of the human body. Now that we've finished viewing the 7 artworks, let's talk about some changes we've noticed in those artworks. I would say that one major change is the shift in focusing from animal to human figures over time. As we can see in early art, animals like bulls, lions, and octopus are commonly used to symbolize power. For example, the octopus flask representing sea power, and while the lion gate rests, symbolizing the power for the city. But as Greek art evolved, artists began to focus more on humans. Sculptures like the Riace warriors and the Cretios boy focused on celebrating the human body. This shift shows how Greek culture started to value human experience more. Another important aspect of the Greek art is the recognition of artists. Unlike in some non-Western cultures where artists are often unknown and treated unfairly, many Greek artists are celebrated and known by their name. They are admired for their skill in capturing beauty and realism. Greek artwork were also created not just for a single person, but for everyone to admire. This reflects the artistic achievements of that time and shows how the Greeks value individual artists and their contributions to culture, appreciating their creativity. Now let's talk about how these artworks might reflect society, politics, and history in ancient Greece. In terms of society and culture, works like Riace and Aphrodite of Melos celebrated the Greek admiration for beauty and strength. The Greek ideal of the perfect human form is evident in those sculptures, with the Aphrodite of Melos showing idealized feminine beauty, and on the other hand, the Ajax and Achilles playing a game highlighting the admiration of heroes in mythology, and with the bull leaping fresco emphasizing the importance of bravery, which is an important element of their identity. For politics, we have Lion Gate at Messene symbolizing royal power and protection. The giant lions guard the city, representing authority, and the Riace warriors, celebrating military strength and showing the importance of victory in Greek politics. And in history aspect, we can see how Greek art has evolved over time, with the Cretios boy marking a significant turning point in the history of Greek sculpture. The figure's position of standing looks more relaxed and natural, and this shows how artwork can reflect the culture and intellectual changes of the time. Overall, these artworks really highlighted the key aspects of Greek culture, like human strength, beauty, bravery, and mythology, giving us an overview of Greek culture, showing us their belief in heroes and the idea that fate shapes everything, from the smallest actions to the biggest battles. What I feel most amazing is how these artworks were meant for everyone to enjoy, whether it's celebrating victory, honoring the gods, or a reflection on human being. Art has played a big role in their culture, and looking ahead, these artworks will continue to inspire artists today and give us a deeper understanding of ancient Greek history. They remind us that art isn't just about creating something beautiful, but it's also about telling stories and capturing ideas. Thank you.